So you still don't know color theory. Do you realize it's 2025? You realize that? Well, fear not, girl, or dude, I got you. I'm going to give you the verbatim curriculum I learned in my college art class, okay? As an art student. Just to let you know, I graduated with a bachelor's of art in studio art. I know this, okay? I know a little something here. So I'm gonna give this to you the same way I learned it in school. I'm gonna prioritize your understanding of this over the speed of this video. However, I will try to make this as concise as possible. But first and foremost, we focusing on you getting it this time, okay? So let's get right into it, shall we? There's a lot going on here. We're gonna start with the simplest stuff. You know what the primary colors are. Red, yellow, and blue. These colors cannot be mixed. You can't get them from nowhere else, okay? Red, yellow, and blue cannot be mixed. You have to get them from a tube of paint. Now you have the secondary colors. These are colors that are made by the primary colors. You know them as well. Orange, green, and purple. Those are secondary colors. They are made by mixing the primary colors together. For example, red and yellow makes orange. Yellow and blue make green. Blue and red make purple. Those are the secondary colors. Now, for the tertiary colors, these are these little circles you see floating around here. They are made by mixing a primary color and a secondary color together. For example, yellow plus green equals yellow green. Red plus orange equals red orange. Blue plus violet or purple is blue violet. Those are the tertiary colors. Now, as for how they are related together, you have what are called complementary colors and you have what are called triadic colors. So complementary colors are colors that are directly across from each other on the color wheel. For example, you have red and green. You also have orange and blue. And you also have purple and yellow. These colors together make different hues of brown. Not shades, hues. Shades are something else. We will go into that. Now, as you can see, these are the primary colors. These are the secondary colors. Now, you can't mix yellow and orange together to get brown. That's not how that works. It has to be specifically the colors that are across from each other on the color wheel. So, as you can see, depending on the amount of each color you put in there, that determines what hue of brown you will get. So orange plus just a little bit of blue equals brown. About the same amount of purple and yellow make brown, and green and red make brown. That's all it is. And you see how they're different colors. They're all brown, but they're different hues of brown. So now you have what are called triadic colors. These are colors that are spaced evenly across the color wheel, but it's 3 of them this time instead of 2. So you have red, yellow, and blue. Those are triadic colors. As you can see, they have great contrast and they go together very well. Same for the secondary colors. They are triadic as well. As you can see, they're evenly spaced. Those are triadic colors. Also, before we move on, I need to address analogous colors, which are colors that are simply next to each other on the color wheel. I can better show you on this here color wheel. This is a little pin, and I'll link where I got this pin from as well, so you can have like a great accessible little color wheel that you can take with you anytime you're confused. But analogous colors are just colors that are right next to each other on the color wheel. That's it. So these are analogous. These are analogous. Sometimes there can be 4 analogous colors, like this color wheel says here, like all 4 of these are analogous. But typically they're just colors that are right next to each other on the color wheel. That's all analogous colors are. Now, that's all that you get from here. If you are a digital artist, this is not your color wheel, okay? It is a bit different for you, but I know traditional art, so that's what I'm teaching you, okay? So now we're gonna move on to the bit more difficult side of color theory. This section right here. Now, I was saying when you describe a type of the same color, like for instance, crimson and poppy red, they're both reds, but you do not call them shades of red. Shades are colors mixed with black. So the original hue of a color, which is basically the hue, is the unmixed pigment of a color. Nothing else is mixed into it. Technically, black, gray, and white are not classified as hues. I know, confusing, but that doesn't matter. Technically, white and black are described as the absence and presence of light, because all color is just wavelengths visible to us on the visible light spectrum, or on the spectrum of waves and stuff like that. Now that's science. You ain't gotta worry about that. All you need to know to start painting is this part right here and what I'm about to tell you. Okay, so don't even worry about that. We can go into that later. Also, gray is considered a neutral color. Just some additional information. So a shade is black plus a hue of a specific color. So as you can see, depending on how much black is how deep or dark the shade is, or how close it is to the original hue. Tones are colors mixed with gray. You can see it kind of dulls down the original hue of the color. It kind of takes away the vibrancy of it. And tints are a hue of a color plus white. This is how you make pastels, basically. So that's all this is. I have to retrain myself as well to stop saying shade when I'm referring to a color. That's just so you know, to remove confusion. They are hues, not shades. Now, the average person is gonna say shade, but just for yourself, to keep yourself from being confused, it is called a hue, and a shade is a color mixed with black. Moving on. These are also tones right here. These are the, the chromatic neutrals. Basically the hues of the like primary and secondary colors mixed with gray. Those are chromatic neutrals. It really don't matter. Okay, that's just there. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the last part of the color theory that I'm going to teach you today, and that is value. This is what this is right here. Value is simply the lightness or darkness of a color. So to explain this, let's use the same hue of red mixed in with different things. So this is more of like a brick color. This is more of a pastel pink or like a reddish pink color. As you can see, this color is darker than this color is. That means this color has a darker value than this one, and this one has a lighter value than this one. That is all value is just the lightness or darkness of a color. So also colors that are different hues, per se, maybe these two, can have the same value but while also being different hues or different colors. So as you can see, they're kind of around the same lightness. So they look different because they're different colors, but they have the same value. That is the best way I can explain it to you. And that's pretty much it. That's it. This is all you need to know right here. Screenshot it if you must. Here. But that was a weird screenshot. Just felt the need to make a weird face. But that's all the color theory that you need to know to begin painting. There's more to color theory, like color context and relation between colors, but this is really all you need to get started, and we can do a more in-depth video or even more scientific video into color if you would like that as well. But this is all you need to get started. So hope you enjoy this video. I hope it was easy for you to understand. I would say to reproduce this color wheel as well using the information that I gave you, so you can like know it from your mind instead of just looking at this video every time you have an issue. And also a little color wheel like this is useful as well, even though the hues, like the values of the color, are a bit strange and stuff like that. Like I don't think that these two colors mixed together would really get this kind of like mustard yellow, but it's still really useful because it has all those terms on it, like the triadic and all that stuff I was talking about too. So if you just, I would say do both if you're gonna do one, or do this one mainly. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you need to, come back to this video as many times as you can. And if you were confused about anything, my comment section is open. I will help where I can. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.